Hey everyone, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a preview of the upcoming expansion for the solo and competitive Euro Lunar Rush called Innovations. And as always, we don't accept money for our coverage from publishers. I just want to help you make an informed decision. But disclaimer that I'm friendly with the designer of Lunar Rush, and I'm also friends with his brother Will, the Hungry Gamer. So if you want to see Lunar Rush in action in its base mode, my original preview playthrough is still pretty applicable to the final game, but the expansion adds a bunch of new things. First of all, it allows 5-player play instead of just up to 4 like the original game. But the thing that I'm most excited about that I'm going to show off today is that it now has asymmetric factions for each of the player colors. So I'm going to be playing as the blue cyborg faction, but there's also robots and scientists and like capitalist specialists. Lots of fun, interesting stuff going on here. If you already like the base game, this makes it even better. But yeah, I'm going to do a full solo playthrough, and in my original prototype play, they hadn't unlocked the second bot yet, at least I don't think they had, so I played against a single bot, which is not really the best way to play the game, because you get some like weird artificial rules for playing 2-player. So in this playthrough, I'm going to play the recommended 3-player mode for solo with 2 different bots, and we'll see which of us can get to the moon and back and make the most money at the end of 7 rounds. Oh, and I should note there's a lot of things you can change up in each play of the game besides the new factions in the expansion. Here I'm using from the base game one of the different Earth markets. Usually in the basic game market, the prices of the commodities goes down as they get sold more, but in this one you'll see they kind of like peak in the middle and then go down, so should be interesting. We kind of want to be second or third to sell something instead of first. But if you haven't seen my original coverage of the game, let's just review the basics of Lunar Rush. So first, in the Earth phase, we're going to close routes, although that's only in rounds 6 and 7. We're going to bid for initiative to see who gets to choose their routes up to the moon and back down first. We're going to pay whatever we bid for. We're going to choose our routes. We're going to load our ships that are going to the moon and then move them. Let's get to all of that. And yes, by the way, I am a cyborg, so I have a new player board. I've got new meeples for my workers, in this case only a max of 6, whereas in the regular game you can have up to 10 astronauts. My workers are much more effective and my buildings are much more powerful to accommodate that, which also means I need to have new upgraded buildings to build into. But my workers are going to cost more to keep alive every round. Instead of just life support, this green track, I'll also need power, energy. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, bidding. So each player can bid up to 5, and they'll have to pay that much. But the higher your bid, the more likely you are to go first. And I have a plan here, so I'd kind of like to go first if possible. So I'm going to say 5th. And then for each of the bots, you have 4 decks, 1 for their bids, 1 for the ships they are loading to bring goods back down from the moon and sell in the markets, 1 for the up routes they prefer, and 1 for the down routes. And there is 1 for each bot. I've got the reds and yellows next to them to help remember which is which. So red is bidding only 1, and yellow is bidding 4. And we mark the initiative order up here on this board. Now, this is one awkward part of the solo mode with 2 bots. Their cards are labeled in the corner with whether it's AI 1 or 2, but there is no color coding to their bidding cards. So what I like to do, pretty simple solution, is put extra astronauts because you don't use them for the bots above it. And whoops, I just realized I was using red cards because my last play I was playing as the red player. But here we go. I am blue with my 5. And we each start with 25, what are they called? It's like megabucks or something. Anyway, it's victory points and the money you're earning from selling things. So I have to spend 5. Red spends only 1. Yellow spends 4. There we go. And now I get to choose one of my launches first. I could choose the launch up to the moon or the launch down from the moon. But the AI is always going to prioritize getting as many launches up to the moon first, which is what I'm going to do too, because I want to get stuff to build my base up better. So I can pick a fast launch that can only carry 2 items, up to 2 of them being astronauts, at least with normal factions. A medium launch that carries 5 items, or a slow launch that carries 9 items. Clearly more items is going to let you do more awesome stuff with your base. But a slow launch won't actually get to the moon until 2 rounds later. Medium launch 1 round later. Fast launch, you get to use that stuff right away. So heck yeah, I am fast launching, baby. Gosh darn it, I am not the red player. I usually play as red. This is going to throw me off all game, I bet. Now for the AIs, you flip their topmost up and down route card, and they will take the first option that is open to them. So yellow is second, and they want the slow route up, and red was third, and they want the medium route up. They actually got their first choice. Now for the bots, the up routes don't actually do anything because they're not actually bringing anything to the moon. None of that is modeled. It just means they're blocking it for players. But for me, I can bring up to 2 items. Now with the cyborgs, one of them counts as 2 spots. So I'm going to fill my entire ship, bring in 1 more worker up, but I got a plan of what to do with them. But now it's my second choice, and I can pick any of the down routes back to Earth. And here, actually, I'm going to potentially weirdly, pick a slow launch, which can carry 7 items. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't actually think I'm going to make anything this turn. I'm going to focus on base building, but the bots automatically bring more stuff the bigger the launch, the slower the launch they take. So with me stealing the slow launch, I am costing both of the bots points. There you go. All right, and yellow wants medium. This part actually does matter because it's going to determine how many victory points they get. And red, actually wanted fast. Everybody got their first choice. Good job. Okay, so then we load our ships and move them. Well, just our ships that are bound for the moon. The AI ships can just come off. They're not doing anything. And I've already got my ship fully loaded because, again, my cyborgs count as 2 entire items, so completely filling the ship. But they move up immediately and go to my basic habitation module, which can currently hold 3 cyborgs. I will have to upgrade it to get any more to come to the moon, although it's not going to be my first priority here. All right, now we go to the moon phase. We can optionally build these special gold modules that will randomize each game. Then if we were playing with Wonders, which I'm not, there are a whole bunch of modules in the original game, not even counting the new stuff in the upcoming expansion. Then I build and produce on my base, and finally I load these ships to go down. So the gold modules, you start with 8 at random, and the big one I'm looking at, sorry, these are like foil embossed, so they kind of look weird under the camera and the lights, is the Solar Garden. Look, for a single astronaut placement, you get 4 plants and 4 energy, which would take care with a single placement of 4 of my workers, which is way better than my basic life support and solar arrays are going to currently do. But I do need 2 of these big habitation modules. Those take 2 spots on the launches from the moon to bring, so they're pretty dang heavy. I've got 1 to start. I need 2 of these blue and 1 of these red parts that I can make on the moon or bring up from Earth. And I need 2 life support. So, and then it's worth 6 victory points at the end of the game. So I want to get that one, although there's lots of fun options here. But we check the bot up cards, and for each of them that says -1 gold mod, they steal one when it's their turn in turn order. And you're just to randomize which one they take. Here I'm just going to use a D12 and reroll if I get a 9, 10, 11, or 12. But you could just shuffle them up in solo instead. Okay, so the 8th one, this combination mine, is gone. Bye-bye. Yeah, clearly don't have enough to get the Solar Garden yet, but I'm hoping in another turn or 2, we'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? I was just looking at my worker options, and I realized I'm not going to be able to build the stuff I want to build with that gold module next turn. So, against maybe my better judgment, I'm actually going to say that I took a hab module instead of the 3rd worker. We'll see how that goes. Because that, again, also takes 2 spots, both spots on my launch coming from the Earth. All right, but now I get to build and produce, and this is all simultaneous when playing with multiple players. The bot doesn't do any of this, by the way. They just automatically get stuff to take down on their ships. But I can send my workers to get life support, to get energy, although we have enough to mechanize. What do cyborgs do? We can also make some of the basic goods to send down to the Earth. But here's a big one I want to do with my basic R&D lab. I can get 3 in any mix of the blues and the reds. And I want to lock down that Solar Garden for next turn. So I'm going to get 2 blues and 1 red. There we go. And now with the life support I have enough to win it. And by the way, since gold modules generally use 1 astronaut, and my astronauts are like way better and have way more powerful things, you get these little gold module bonus cards, 3 of them at the beginning of the game. And whenever I get a gold module, I can just add one of the bonuses to it. And now, like, my astronaut would not only make all the plants and energy I need, but also make me something else cool. So that way they kind of balance the fact that the cyborgs are stronger, but the gold modules are not inherently getting stronger when you use them. For my second thing, I guess I do want to send something to the Earth and start getting some victory points, right? So sure, let's go ahead and do a basic ore mine and get 2 of these little lunarium ores. And the final step of this phase is to load up my earthbound ships. I only have 1 ship, and it can hold 7 items, and I'm only sending 2 of them down. I could also send down one of my cyborgs if I was like worried they were going to starve to death, but no need here. And then I got to feed and energize my boys. 2 and 2. If I could not afford to, I would lose 25 as they died or powered down or whatever cyborgs do. Now, as for the bot ships, at the end of this phase, they automatically, boom, get some stuff to bring down to the Earth. And this is the main way the difficulty is modified. You can choose any mix of, there's a beginner card, BEG, and there's also intermediate cards and advanced cards. Both of them got beginner cards this time. So here I'm doing kind of a middle difficulty. I have all 4 of the intermediate cards in their decks, 2 of the beginner, and 2 of the advanced. So, they should do pretty well. Although it is still somewhat swingy based on which thing, because you'll see that the cards will be having goods based on whether it's a medium or fast route. So things can get mixed up depending on how things go. All right, now all the earthbound ships move. So my slow ship slowly makes its way. The medium ship is ready to land next round. And Red's fast ship immediately comes in and drops off their stuff. In this case, a single lunarium. Whenever stuff is sold from a single ship, all the goods are sold at the current price, which here is 7. And then the marker slides down a number equal to the number of goods sold. So here it is 1 space. So hopefully by the time my Lunarium gets it, it'll be worth 10 or 12. But red is getting 7 points. And there you go. That's 1/7 of the game. Things pretty much proceed like that, except the bids cost more. They have a multiplier in rounds 5, 6, and 7. And eventually some routes get shut down going up to the moon because they wouldn't get there quickly enough to matter. All right, so it's time to bid again. I'm going to bid my second highest because I don't get back the 5 until I use some other card. But I'm hoping that I go first or second because I still want to go fast and get a third worker up there like I couldn't last round since I wanted to also buy the gold module. So that's a 4 for me. Red gets a 5 and yellow gets a 3. So it will be second. And you break tiebreakers based on who was further back the previous round. So if I had done a 4 and red had also done a 4, since red was behind me, they would have gone first this round. But here's our new initiative order. Red's going back 5. I'm going back 4. This is going great. And yellow's going back 3. All right, so no whammy. Hopefully red does not take the fast. They did not. They are taking the slow. That's good. I'll take the fast to again get my astronaut up there, and yellow will take the medium. Then for down, red wants the medium, so I'll take the slow and yellow will get the fast. Again, it's just kind of a natural way to block them because the bot's slightly weird in how it works with routes and getting its points. And okay, now let's get back to our previous plan. Let's move our moonbound ship with 1 person, and it'll get straight in there. And they are going for a gold mod, but red is before me. And just seeing that building gold modules is in reverse initiative order. So I do get to pick before red potentially gets rid of the one I want. And yeah, it took a lot of doing, maybe too much. 2 habs, 2 blues, 1 red, and 2 life support is going to get me my solar garden. And I think I'm going to put 2 purple, what is that? Lunathist, like amethyst, but lunar. I'm going to put that as my module bonus. Okay, let's see what red wants. There's 6 cards, so we'll do 2 values. They want the 8th, which is the 4th. So, yeah, there we go. So we're down to 5 options, although I don't know if I'll be able to afford any of them. And all right, let's do our moon stuff. So I'm definitely going to go to the solar garden, which gets me more than enough plants and power. And also gets me some more stuff to slowly send to Earth. Now, I could just make a whole bunch more stuff, but I could also lock in some more items to upgrade my base because the values underneath here are the amounts you need to upgrade your modules. Like I could have an intermediate habitation module that could hold 6 people instead of 3. An R&D lab that gets stuff way more quickly. You can also go to an advanced side, and these are also worth extra points at the end of the game. Oh, wait, the things that I made are called shards. The Lunathist are like these crystals that are the best thing you can make in the game, and look how expensive they are. Although it makes 2 of them, and they're each worth like 40 points, so it might be worth it. I'd like to go for that eventually. Ooh, but for now... Okay, I'm not going to make anything else besides the 2 shards. I'm going to send 1 person here to get me 3 blues and or reds. I'm going to get, 2 blues and a red, and then spend 2 power to build the intermediate R&D lab. This guy immediately covers up the spot he was previously on. And then look now, I would have had to pay before, but now I can get an entire hab module with a single worker placement. So I don't have to bring it up from the moon. I can make it myself pretty quickly. Although quickly, with me only having 3 workers every round, and one of them being pretty locked down to keep our resources going. Oh wait, I had to spend, no, I did the 2 energy. Yeah, that's maybe a bit of a misnomer. All right, and that'll be that. I'm going to load up my 2 shards, totally wasting my big capacity. But hey, at least they're not getting to use it. Red's going to get, a medium root? Oh man, so 2 gold bars. This must be an advanced card, right? Yeah, I was going to say, that's worth a lot. 2 gold bars and 1 gold ore. Maybe it's not gold. Oh, it's Lunarium bars and Lunarium ore and Lunarium. It's all Lunarium. Okay, and then yellow. Oh, geez, getting a full Lunarium gem for like 1 billion. Well, so it goes. Those are advanced cards and how they work. All right, so my ore ship is coming in slowly, but yellow's medium. Yellow's medium and fast ship are both coming in, so it's all yellow all the time this round. Yeah, their fast ship's got the gem. Their medium's got some ore and shards. So they sell the gem for 38 and 7, 13, 51. So they're off to an early lead, way ahead of us. By the way, I haven't mentioned, but this little differently circled spot here is when you start paying attention to these refresh values. So in any round where they ended up on or past that, you look at how many of the good were actually sold this round, 0 to 2, 3 to 5, and you move it back that many. So the prices will slowly fluctuate. But on this market, you can see they're very far back, so it won't happen until much later in the game. Oh, and I can't forget getting 3 dudes, and I'm down to 2 and 2. But again, my Solar Garden will take care of us pretty well unless I just bring up a ton more people eventually. It takes us to round 3. What do I want to do with bidding this round? I don't actually feel as much of a need to go quickly. So let's bid. Let's only bid 2 this time and stop stealing our own victory points since we haven't really made any. Okay, red has got a 3. And yellow's got a 4, so they will be before us since they were behind us last round. So that's how we're going to end up. All right, and this time, red is preferring the fast route, so I guess I don't get it. Oh, sorry, no, red's after me. Ooh, and what's yellow want? Oh, the medium. So do I want to go fast or go slow and bring 9 things? I mean, I could get a 4th worker. And with my new R&D lab, I could very easily get the materials to build the extra habitation module, because you don't need to make room for them until the end of the round. So yeah, I guess I'm going to do another astronaut. It's maybe a terrible idea. And then red will just get the slow. And then interestingly, yellow prefers the fast again. I'm just going to keep on abusing it and just keep on stealing. That's not me. I'm blue. I'm going to keep on abusing and stealing their ability to launch bigger ships full of bigger goods, because I don't really care about the time delay since, again, the highest market prices are yet to come. Okay, nobody's stealing gold modules, and I can't afford them, so no worries there. All right, and I have got to get the stuff I need to upgrade this. Well, let's do our solar garden first. And now with 4 people, we're only just getting by, even with the solar garden. So I might have to go into using these other locations eventually. And let's say one of these guys to get. Now it's 5 blues or reds, and at least 1 of each so I can build room for my people. And here, let's do like that. 2 red, 3 blue. Then, yes, I will go ahead and upgrade my habitation so I have room. So I won't auto-murder my own workers here. You know what? I want to load more stuff up this time. Let's try to get an upgraded shard mine. So I need another hab. And then I can use my extra red and blue plus that to get an intermediate shard mine. And ba-bam, get 4 of these bad boys, so 6 total. And that 6 is kind of a magic number because besides me being able to pay a bunch this round, look, if I can make 6 a round, I can make 2 of the gems around. Although, oh my god, I need more power. And oh my gosh, I need more blue. Okay, well, that's a problem for later. I've used all my people, and I gotta drop down 4 and 4 again. Now, I could save these to make gems later, but let's just go ahead and load them up. I can fit all of them, right? 6 out of my 7 capacity. Meanwhile, red medium is getting an intermediate card with a bunch of ore and a bar. And yellow's fast route, an intermediate card, is selling a single bar. Okay, so who's in first? Yellow's fast, then red's medium, and then my little slow ship is finally getting into port. All right, so yellow's selling a bar for 18. It's dominating that, but now it's worth even more. Red's medium, oh my gosh, it's getting 52 from the 2 bars, plus another 10, 62. Which means they actually passed yellow. I'll show the scores in a second. And then my said, actually, they're worth 10 each now. Ooh, and they're going to be worth 12. Oh, never mind. I was thinking those were shards. I was like, ooh, I'm sending a bunch of those. But still, that gets me 20. So red's at 85, yellow's at 83, and I'm a slow starter at 32, but my base is looking great, or, great-ish. And I do have some big shipments coming. All right, we're going to 4th round. All right, bidding. Let's go middle of the road and say 3. Red's got, 5. And yellow's, okay. So yellow's going to go, let's get these back. Yellow's going to go second because they were in front of red last round. And man, I just wasted some money there. By the way, this is the last round before they start multiplying, so at least I'm not totally losing a bunch. Now, by the way, in round 6 and 7, the bot will suddenly switch, and they will start preferring to pick the down route first because they want to just prioritize getting their stuff down. But let's see what's happening with up. So red's first, and they get the slow, and then yellow can't get the slow, so they get the medium. So I guess I'm fast once again. But then for down, red wants the medium, and yellow wants the fast. Am I getting slow again? And apparently I don't need to bid at all because they're just going to give me not even necessarily what I want. Oh, crud. So this time we're losing 2 gold mods, then whoever's in first, red in this case, takes away another one. So we're losing 3 of the 5 remainders. So let's roll for the 2 that are kept. Again, doubling the numbers so that I have to reroll. So 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that one's kept. And then 1 through 3. So 3, 6, 9. That one's kept. I mean, again, I don't know if I'm going for any of these. What's even less? All your bids cost you GC as if you bid with a card that is 2 lower, minimum 0. Actually, it's super cheap. Wow, it's super cheap. And it's 10 GC. And then you may sell to the Earth market. Although neither of these use astronauts, so I don't think I get the gold module bonus for my faction. So yeah, I'm not really interested. Well, I mean, who knows? If this is still around next round, that's such a low cost to just get 10 points immediately, I might do it. I think I'm going to send another cyborg. I mean, yes, it's going to make me run out of power and life support, and I'll need to like do something about that. But they are powerful. They are powerful. I want to have them. That leaves only one on Earth. All right, so here we go. We're getting some plants and energy. Yeah, so I'm only going to have one left of each unless I do extra things. And I still want to get that eventually, but I need a lot more stuff. I want to upgrade this again. But to do that, I need 2 blue, 2 red, and 2 yellow. Jeez, or 2 energy, which I wouldn't even have unless I go to the solar array. None of that is great. Let's go here first. Here, okay, let's try this. So I'm getting those, which leaves me with 3 of each. I'm going to spend 2 of each and 2 energy to upgrade this again. Oh, no, I don't want to do that because the upgraded one of this gets me 2 habitation modules, but I got to spend blues or reds again. So let's hold off on that. We'll send somebody to get some power, I guess. Send somebody to get a hab module. Or no, you know what? Never mind. Hold on. I am going to upgrade this, especially with the power I just got, to its advanced size. And then I will go here and spend both my remaining things to get 2 of these. And then next round I'll be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. And my last dude. I mean, should I get more shards? By the time I sell them, they're not going to be worth a lot. But it's doubling, right? So yeah, I guess I should. And then we'll just unwisely flood the market. All right, here we go. Yellow's fast, red's medium, and then my slow comes in. My last totally crud ship. All right, so yellow's is selling a gold bar for 26. And then medium is doing, oh my gosh, 24. And another 22. And 2 of the bars were sold, so it goes back to 26. Oh man, I gotta get some bars going. And then I'm selling 2 shards for 6 each, so 12. But next round I'll be selling them for more. And that's when my big shipment comes in. All right, so going into round 5, and now the bids are double. What do I want to do? Only bid 2? I don't know. Let's see if it works out. They've used a lot of high values. It might balance out. Red is doing 3, I hate you, and yellow's doing 3 as well. So they're just switching since yellow was behind before. And just to check in on the scores, I have 37 points. Red has 120, and yellow has 98. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a slow leader, and I'm about to have some big shipments come in, although this one's going to destroy the value of that one. So, again, not smart playing, Mike. And this is the last round that the AI will prioritize up routes, which actually means I could get 2 down routes if I didn't want to bring anything else up from Earth. Do I really want a 6 worker? I don't know if I do. I'm already struggling to feed and energize the ones I have. All right, so yellow is going fast. Red's going medium. So I could get a slow uproot, which would only arrive on round 7. That just sounds dumb. So yeah, no, I'm going to get the slow launch that I want to block them out of anyway. Okay, and then yellow is first, and they still want an uproot because 1 is available, so they're going to go slow. They're not delivering anything this round. Red, they're about to get a down route. He can't get the slow one, so he's going to get fast, which means I also get medium. Am I going to have anything to put on it? Is it going to help at all? Probably not, but hey, at least I stopped them from getting it. So yeah, all the up stuff doesn't even happen this round. And no gold removing, which is cool, because again, I might want to like get that flight operations center just for 10 victory points later. But I am about to die. So let's go here. That'll get me to the minimum I need for life support. And I'm 2 above in energy. And I'm getting more shards I don't really need. I want to build my Lunathis manufacturing. So what do I need? I need 2 blues and a red. And then I need 1 billion blues to actually make them. So I can't make them this round. So maybe I'll also get more ore and like ship some ore down. All right, so 7 blue and red. So what do I need? I need 3 blue, 2 red. So that's 5. And then all the rest will just be blue. And I'm going to spend them to build stuff with both of my hab modules. Oh, and I also need both of my shards to build that. All right, so there's that. And now I can get 4 ore. And next round, if I get 7 blues and reds, I need more power, crud. All right, so let's get some more of that, because I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be enough with the 5 I'm spending to survive. But then let's go ahead and do 4 of each of these to ship things down. Let's see, the shards. Let's do slow again. And oh wait, do I need to keep any of those? No, I guess I don't need to. I'll be able to get 6 more for the Lunathis next round. But all right, there we go. And we're at 0 life support and 6 energy. So we will need to like waste, gosh, I mean, what actions we're going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, then I can't get crud. I might have to send down one of my workers, which you can do on your ship, and then you don't have to like feed them and energize them that round. So yeah, I think round 6 I'm going to send down my 5th worker, and then I should be able to avoid having to do both of those actions in addition to a solar garden, and we'll be okay. Anyway, ships coming in. Red's doing the ore again. And they're also coming in medium. Oh, I got so lucky. Look at this. They're about to sell 2 of the shards, which will put the price to max 13 right before I do 6. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to be awesome. So yeah, their fast ship is selling a single ore for 8. And then their medium ship is not selling any more ore. So this is going to go back up 1, 2, 3, 4. Because nobody else is selling it. And then their medium, like I said, is going to sell 1 bar for not max, 26. And then 2 of these for 9. What is that? 44, I think. They're about to cross the 200 mark. That's not great. But then Superman over here comes in and sells 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did sell 8 this round, so it won't move back at all. But 6 times 13, 78, which gets me to 115. Still like 60 or 70 points behind Red, but doing great otherwise. And what's really crazy is look, everything on the board right now is Mike. Is Mike all the time. All ships belong to Mike. Heck yeah. Although I can never do this trick again because it's going to be round 6 and 7, and both red and yellow will prioritize ships going down to Earth now, so I can't double up at all. And all the shards I'm about to sell are going to be worth friggin' almost nothing, which is not great, but oh well. But my ore that's coming in next round, doing pretty well. That's the most it can be worth. I like that. But yeah, if I can switch my shards into gems, boom, money is going to come rolling in. So we're going into round 6. This round, the fast launch is closed. Instead, if you go there, at least as a human, you get 2 free ore. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, sorry, not the fast, the slow launch. The fast and medium are still around. And yeah, I don't want to send up any more astronauts, so I think I'm going to bid kind of low. Well, I don't know. I'd like to get the slow route up just for some free ore. It costs 3 times. All right, I'll bid a 3. Let's see what happens. Red's got a 4. Hate this guy. And yellow's got a 5. What do you all... I just wasted all my money. So the order stays the same. Now, yellow's going to be spending 15. Red, 12. Me, 9. All right, and now their down comes first. So yellow wants to take the medium route down, and red wants to take the fast. I get the slow. Thanks, y'all. That's what I would have taken anyway. And for the up route, I would love to have the slow just for the free stuff. And they're giving it to me. That's their last priority. Awesome. So I get 2 free ore. Definitely, again, a little bit of luck here. No gold's going away, and I can't get them anyway. So let's get right to it. Here we go. Magic time, baby. So I'm going to have one person do the solar garden. I'm going to have somebody else get us 4 more shards. And I'm going, what else do I need? A bunch of blues. So I'm going to go to my advanced R&D lab to get, I don't know, 6 blues and a red in case I want to upgrade something. Sure. And then I'm going to send, I'm going to use, here we go. God, what is it? 6 power, 6 of those, and 6 of those is almost everything I have to get 2 of these beautiful bad boys. What do I do with this last guy? I guess if I want to try to make more of those next round, I need more power, right? Because this will get me enough blues. Those 2 will get, so I'll get 4 more power to try to get 2 more next round. And clearly I'm going to ship all this while I can. Now, these ships will sell like after the game has ended, basically. Because it's on the slow route, so it's not ideal, but hey, so it goes. All right, the red guy's doing another gem, you butt. Although that's going to get my gems on maximum value if nobody else sells them. And the yellow on the medium is selling some ore. But who's actually coming in? Red's fast. My beautiful boy is medium, max value, and not even close to max value on those shards. And I got more coming next round. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so red is getting 42, which gets them to 202 points. Yellow, you need to step up your game, boy. And oh, God, they didn't even sell this round. So I'm getting 48, but then this goes down 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, which does get it there, so it goes back up 3. That's cool. So 48 plus 6 times 5, 30, 78, but it goes down here, and then it goes 1, 2, 3 up. So I just lapped yellow, but I'm still pretty far behind red, and they get a bunch of free bonus points at the end, but I do as well for the modules I've built, so yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Oh, no, wait. I had to send, you get to do it after you use them so they can do a job. I was going to send one of my dudes down here so that I don't lose 25 points, because, look, I can only feed 4 of them. right, here we go. Last round. Bids are ×5. Ugh. I mean, honestly, I don't care a ton. I'm just going to conserve money because they might pick random routes anyway. All right, so red is doing their 2 and yellow is doing a 1, but I go before them. But I wish red had overpaid more than that. So red spent 10, 5 for me, 5 for yellow. And let's see, now the medium launch will get somebody 4 energy. That would save me from having to take the action myself to make the Lunathus, not Amethyst. So yeah, if I can get that, that'd be cool. But it depends on what they let me grab here. So red is first, right? Yeah, so they want to take the slow route. Makes sense. Yellow wants the... oh, no, I'm before yellow. So yeah, I guess I'll take the medium route and let them get the fast route. Medium can hold 3 items. I should have 2 gems and then like 1 more something. Okay, then going up, red's taking fast and yellow's taking slow. So cool, I get the one that gives me power. The medium route, very nice. And yeah, I guess I could get this, couldn't I? No, I don't have enough plants. Never mind. All right, so I'm not getting any of that. So this is pretty basic. We're getting 7 of those, mainly just for the blues. We're getting all of this we need. Then we get the other 4, so that's 6, and we do that one more time. And then, yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing I can upgrade with just reds and blues. If I had gotten some more hab things, if I'd had more workers, and I hadn't had to send the guy back, but so it goes. So we do go to 0 of that and 2 of that. And the medium route can only fit 3 things. I only need 2 of them. So there we go. All right, and final AI ships. And now we just sell a bunch and see who wins. Well, and do victory points for other things. All right, so yellow's coming in with their fast ship. And then yellow's also coming in with their medium ship. And then I'm coming in with my slow ship. Yeah, because yellow needs to catch up. They're selling a gem for 48, the jerks. And then the medium ship is selling 2 ore. Dang it. Oh, wait, I'm not sending any of that for a while, so who cares? But yeah, that was 24 more. So well, they're up to 150. Okay, then my ship sells 4 of these at 6 each, so 24. And then because only 4 were sold, it goes back 1, 2, 3, 4. But that is the last time the things reset. In these final like extra sales for the medium and slow ships in the final round, no refreshing happens. So I'm coming in as a medium ship and a slow ship for this round. I'm poaching my own points here. And then red's going to come in as a slow ship in just a second. So I'm selling these for 484. But then we go down to the lowest value. And then I'm selling 2 more for 56. And 2 of these for 16 more, 72. And I sell 2, so that goes up. Oh, no, that's right. There's no more refreshing. I think I ended up at 359, which is higher than my score's ever been before. So, like, I'm wondering if I accidentally counted myself going around one more time than I actually did. But either way, it's at least 259. It's still a high score. Okay, and then red's slow ship comes in last with, oh my God, 7 ore at 6 each. Not ideal. Only get some 42, which does get them over the 200 mark to, what is that, 234. And now we get final points for upgrades. 6, 11, 21, 24, 29, 32. And I think everything that's left over, you get 1 point for 3, so I guess 34. Then for each of the bots, they take their last 3 bid cards that weren't used because they have 3 more than needed, and they multiply the total value times 5. So red's getting 35. And yellow is getting, oh God, only 25. All right, so yellow ended up with, looks like 175. Red, I think, got 269. And then I think I got 393, but that could be a total lie. It might be 293. Either way, I win. Should have given them more advanced route. But like I said in my review, the AI is pretty swingy and can also be kind of like shut down unfairly by taking slow launches like I did a whole bunch. So I still think the game is best for competitive play against intelligent humans, but the solo mode is fast and fun, so that's good. But the key thing in the expansion for me is the factions. And this is honestly the least unique and different one. The ones that have like specialists, the ones that have these like research cards they can do. I think those are even more exciting, but it was also a little bit more than my brain had to handle with my job starting back up. So yeah, if you like this or my previous play, you think the game looks cool, go check out the crowdfunding page for Lunar Rush Innovations. Should be up soon or now, depending on when I post this. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on the game overall, specifically the core gameplay, go check out my review that I posted previously. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.